Uh, First of all, Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates. I already drove very far to visit family and came back and then watched a movie because that's how I roll. So I was trying to finish off, now it's December, I'm trying to finish off some filmographies. This might be the only one, the last one I managed to do, but kind of. So I watched a Jane Campion film. I've seen now all of her theatrically released films, but I'm missing like two short films, two or three short films, two things that she did for, and then everything she did for television in the 80s, basically. Also, Top of the Lake, I haven't seen. But all of her theatrical films I've seen. So, I'm getting there. Anyways, this last one I saved for last because it, other than like basically Holy Smoke and In the Cut are her two like least well received films. And I watched In the Cut, last September, I guess. I think it was September. So now I saved Holy Smoke. It's on Netflix. I'm like, I'm gonna get to it. I'll watch it. It's Kate Winslet, Harvey Keitel. It can't really be that bad. It's not that it's bad. It's more that it's sort of uneven, and I'm not really sure that you can like any of the characters. And you don't necessarily have to always like characters, but you have to at least enjoy not liking them in order to enjoy 2 hours with them, if that makes sense. That's how I feel. So if I'm watching like a 2 hour long movie, I want to feel, I don't want it to feel like a chore. And a good deal of the film sort of felt like a chore. Um, it's roughly about a girl who goes off to India on a trip and then maybe gets sucked into a cult. You're never really actually sure if that's what happened. And her parents get a deprogrammer to come. They convince her to come back to Australia, and they get a deprogrammer to uh, bring her back. Right? We're never actually really sure if she just found peace or if she was, really sucked into a cult. But what winds up happening is she sort of twists what the deprogrammer's doing and turns his sort of misogyny in on himself. That's the gist of the film. It does it succeed? I don't know. Is it interesting? Yes. There's several moments where the film is really very interesting, and then there's several moments where I'm like, what is even happening right now? But also any movie that completely wastes Pam Grier, like that's just terrible. Don't waste Pam Grier. She's fantastic. She's a gift to this world, gift to cinema, and she should have more than literally 3 sentences to do in a film. Like, come on. And also it's one of those movies that has an ending that's actually quite poetic and good, and then for some reason they added another ending that's terrible. And I feel like if they'd had, somebody should have come around and looked at this edit and said, you know what? Let's just cut this other ending. 'Cause you don't need it. And then like keep it as a special feature. But that's not what happened. And so you have this ending that's good and then this second ending that's terrible. And Jane Campion is usually like really great with her endings, so I'm not really sure what happened. She co-wrote this with her sister, so that's always fun. What else? I don't know. That's pretty much all I have to say on this film. It's on Netflix. It's kind of a mess. Kate Winslet gets very naked. I appreciate that because she has such a just healthy looking body. Unfortunately, and Jane Campion kind of let me down a little bit. I don't think we ever really saw Harvey Keitel's dick, and considering we've seen his dick in one of her movies before, and almost all of her movies have dick shots. I was a little disappointed in the lack of dick shot in this movie. But, who knows? Maybe at one point in some cut there was a dick and then it got cut out. I don't know. That sounds horrible. Sorry, all men who now picture getting their dicks cut. That was not what I meant. Also, this is a Christmas movie, kind of. It's set during Christmas. There's a couple of cars decorated like reindeer. They never really talk about Christmas, but there's Christmas decorations all over. So I didn't know that when I started watching it. Made it perfect. This came out in 1999. It's kind of a mess. This is Jane Campion's Holy Smoke.